Hey there, friends, it's Gun Gaming here, and I wanted to give you guys your very first walkthrough on how to make some quick money in Star Citizen. This is not a cheese way, this is probably going to be persistent and something that you can do regardless of the patch going forward. And I'm trying to break these down into three distinct areas that I think are good ways to make money right up front that are engaging and fun to do. First is going to be ship battles. I think ship battles is the best place to start off because you don't have to worry about equipping anything. You just run in. You can go naked if you want, but you can go in your flight suit, get in your ship, take off from the very first starting point, and you can start doing these missions right away. So what you're going to do is you're just going to press F1 or however you have your Moby Glass bound to. You're going to come into your Moby Glass, see yourself, and you come Contracts Manager. And I like to do the ECNs first, and I'll just grab these as quick as I can. These ones do expire after a certain amount of time, and then you do have to respond to them within a certain time period. So we're going to go do these ones first. We're going to go do one of these first, and then I'll walk you through one of the other options. So then you're just going to look on your screen and just align to wherever that ECN alert is. It's going to be captured by a blue box. I'll be doing and other people already have a better walkthrough on this, but I'll do a walkthrough on how exactly to do flight, how exactly to do combat, etc. Just fumble through it for a little while. You know, your chances of something bad happening to you in flight is pretty low, in that if you die, it's not the end of the world. You're just gonna respawn. You have to walk back to your ship. You'll get back in your ship, and then you can fly back to wherever you were just a minute ago. All right. Well, we are apparently stuck on the wrong side of this planet, so we're just gonna fly around here. Don't really want to go all the way to Daymire. Just hold down quantum travel to exit it, by the way. So it's a good way to just kind of drop out in the middle of nowhere, so that way you can reorient and re-angle. Hurston is a gas giant, or not Hurston, Crusader is a gas giant, so it is a little bit tougher. I did get this cool new chair that has like very, very movable armrests that are so nice for playing this specifically. Play 30 games in Gwent. All right. I'll have to check that out. All right. So now we are, and I do always stream this on Twitch Saturday mornings. Come stop by, do a little bit of Gwent. I'll be doing a little bit of Star Citizen, mixing it up going forward. All right. So you just want to come out to the distress beacon. You can see here we still have 7 minutes to respond, but it means we have 7 minutes to respond to all of them. So you do want to kind of do these pretty quickly. Go ahead and increase my throttle here. We're just going to boost out. Now the Avenger that I'm flying is pretty fast, so I'm going to start cooling my brakes here at about 5,000. I'm going to hit reverse when I get close. We're just going to ping. Looks like Boyo is up here. I'm just going to ping till we find the enemy, get a target lock, and then we'll go for the kill. Looks like this is a Drake Buccaneer. So usually these guys have missiles, so you do want to be careful of that, but they die really quickly. So sometimes they will focus fire on the target you're supposed to protect. But basically the whole objective here is to protect this guy, to keep him from getting blown up. You just want to go ahead and kill these guys. Cutlass Black. These guys are a little bit thicker. I usually move my power to not all the way to the top left, but up to like 60% weapons when I'm doing this. Just because in ECNs, you want to kill these guys as quickly as possible. I'm not boosting around that much. Sometimes I need to do it to get out of a really hairy situation. But even these 21,000 credit ones are not too hard. You just need to make sure to strafe on these Cutlass Blacks because they do hit pretty hard with those disruptor cannons. There we go. And if you kill them fast enough, you'll only have to fight one at a time. The target won't take much damage. But if you take too long to kill them, they will all spawn together, and usually only one at a time will focus fire on you. So your target will end up dying and you'll lose the mission. So just make sure you are working on it here. One trick with fighting Cutlasses, you just want to stay on their underside. Because all of their weapons are at the front or on that turret. So if you stay on their underside, they can't hit you with either of those. I think the hull is slightly stronger. Yeah, here's that missile. Another Cutlass. Wow. Alright, if I ever get to critical shields, then I'll swap it up to 50, like 50-50 just between shields and weapons. You don't have, like, as you can see here, you don't have to do a whole lot of flying on these ones. Shields are back up to maximum. Change power over. And if you're wondering why I'm using my hands to slide over and do that, I'm using an app called Game Glass. If you don't know what it is, look it up. Just try the free version. It is the coolest thing ever. I'll probably just buy like a $50 tablet to run it with. And have it like mounted next to my desk if I keep doing this long term. Alright, we took a little bit of fire on the front section, which is bad. That's where a lot of the systems are in the Titan, so this guy just was able to penetrate our shields and get some damage in. There we go. Shields are critical and we're smoking a little bit, but we're otherwise fine. Mission success. So now we can just go ahead and pilot over to do one of these other ones. I do want to say, but I did forget to do this. Every time you want to claim call to arms, everybody you kill is going to get you money if they're pirates. So that works really well. Now, when you first enter a system, you do need to do the security work assessment. You'll land on the planet. You'll get out. You'll go do that. I'm going to walk you through how to do like FPS combat later. It's much more nuanced. You do need to be a lot more careful, and it really helps to have a friend do it with you. Otherwise, I would focus on these ship to ships. We're gonna now also just show you guys how to do a bounty. Looks like I have a low risk and a very low risk. I'm not, I still need to get my medium moderate risk certification done, so I'll be doing that after this. I'm not going to necessarily record that here. We're going to try to fly to one of these other ECNs, though, just to see if we can do this on time. So I think one of these was 12,000. Yep. Yeah, see, we only have 3 minutes to respond to each of these, so we're only going to be able to do one. So let's fly over. And you'll see when I go, the amount of money that you get paid is essentially the compensation for the difficulty of ships that you're going to fight. So this is really gonna make me go. Sometimes if it's in orbit, you have to go back to the moon that it's in orbit of. So I really wanted to have warped to an OM there. I should check the distance. But I think we'll be okay. You just have to, you don't have to beat all of the pirates by the 2 minute mark. You just have to get there within 2 minutes. So it's gonna be a little bit rougher. My missile warning system is broken right now, so you can see on the bottom right of my HUD over there, that's lit up as red. Alright, I flew a little bit too fast here. You can always just boost in the opposite direction. If you're in coupled mode, which is the default, and you can see that right underneath where my head is, it'll say couple. Probably gonna have to move my picture for this game. This looks like a Buccaneer. These usually go down pretty quickly. And the missiles are usually the worst thing. If they have cannons, sometimes they'll damage your systems, even while your shields are up. But these guys usually don't have enough firepower to rip through my Avenger Titan. Now, I'm also recommending this as number one because I think you can do this with the Aurora. You can do it with the Mustang. Both of those $45 starter ships. Especially these cheaper ones. Upgrading your components is going to make it a lot easier. Specifically your cooler, your power plant, and converting to all laser weapons. I have all laser weapons, not because they're better. Guns will rip through the hull of an enemy ship way faster. The TTK is significantly lower, especially against girthy big boys like those Cutlass Blacks we were fighting last time. But you can see these Buccaneers go down fairly quickly. They're not too hard. And I never run out of ammo. It's all run by the power on my ship. They are a little bit more susceptible to, you know, if one of your cooling system gets injured or your power plant gets injured, then you're gonna have problems. But all right, you're welcome. All right. Unauthorized surveillance detected is one we're looking for, though. The bounties are good, but you do want to prioritize this one. These are pretty easy. You can do these without even really having to fight anyone, and they pay 20K. So definitely worth doing. If you have questions about loadouts or other tips or tricks on flying, stuff like that, please put those down in the comments. Again, I don't want to overcomplicate this video because I really wanted to keep it simple in terms of, hey, look, this is what you need to do to just get some coin in the game, to buy upgrades for your ship. So you want to look for these OM dash markers. These are going to be at the on the poles of the planet, so it's going to allow you to warp up into space above the planet and get a better angle on things that are orbiting it. So it looks like this is on the far side, so we need to find a different point here. So with these illegal surveillance ones, there are a couple things to watch out for. Number one, you don't want to be here any longer than you have to be. Because it's around a comms array, you are given special authority as a mercenary by the local government to work on the comms array. Since it's a gas giant, Crusader is just so much bigger than most other planets. These are usually super easy to get to by you can just warp to like one of the points on most other planets. And then that'll get you to where you need to go. But here we have to go around and around and around. So you don't want to be at the comms array any longer than you need to be. There basically will be one ship per monitor, and you can see in the top middle of the screen, it's 3 monitors that we need to kill here. So it's going to take you within 20 clicks of the comms array, and then you're just going to want to start pinging your scanner. You can set that if you have an additional button on your mouse. You can set that to one of those additional buttons. I would highly suggest it. It's really useful for this mission, and it's really very useful for mining as well. I would say essential for mining. I'm going to turn down my speed limiter a little bit here. And then you're just looking for these icons that are little boxes. That's telling you, hey, there's something out over here. Go investigate it. So we're going to fly a little bit closer. Once you get to around 7,000, the boxes are going to disappear. Just keep flying in that direction. They're usually fairly accurate. And once you get within about 5,000 of where it was, it's going to set up a ping here. There it is. You're just going to fly to within about 1,500 usually. At 1.5 kilometers is usually where you want to be. You can see on my radar that we already have a pirate after us. If you just focus and work quickly on this, you can burn through all 3 of these monitors without the pirates ever getting to you. Already done. Now we're just going to look for that other one. I think there was 2 pretty close here. Alright, he has a target lock on us. Misk Freelancer I can take down usually pretty quickly. And there are a lot. I think we already have 3 pirates. Here we go. This is the other probe. I'm just going to warp over here as quickly as possible. I cannot suggest this strongly enough. Kill at least 2 as quickly as you can and find the 3rd one. You can kind of wait to kill the pirates, but you can see I've killed 2 out of 3, but I only have 4 minutes to do this. And especially when you're brand new and all these things are kind of new to you, it can be really confusing and very frustrating if you just can't find the probe. And these pirates have to get within this same approximately 1,500 meter distance to kill you with lasers. They will fire missiles, so just learn the key bindings for your decoys and use them. Decoys are quite good. They basically will make missiles useless. Alright, we've got this one lined up. And then you just kind of want to blast these till they're dead. Boom, that's it. And then you can stay and kill a couple pirates if that's what you want to do. He is 1.2 away. You do want to check and see what they are though. If there's ever like a Drake Caterpillar, which do show up on these, I strongly suggest just running. They are pretty strong. They're just girthy. They don't have that much damage output, but they have so much health. It'll just take you forever to kill them. All right, we've knocked out this guy's engines, but we are in a bit of a bad spot here. That's one. Already working with an injured ship. Just gonna redirect a bit more power to my shields. I haven't seen a mantis in a little while. These guys do have a bit of health. I'm kind of trying to stick around here to try to get a trespass warning just to show you guys. Typically, you just want to activate your quantum drive and just get out of here. If you hang around for too long, you're going to get a trespass warning. That'll be a crime, and if you die, not at the hands of the pirates, but at the hands of local security, you will get sent to prison. Drake Buccaneer should be fairly easy for us to kill. I'm having a torque imbalance though, so we're gonna get out of here. It's really messing with my engines. If you ever just get damaged by this and you just want to line up and go to one of the space stations around you, yeah, you can see the security just showed up. He was that white ship that flew in front of us. So we're gonna get out of here before he finds us for trespassing and tells us that we need to go to jail. All right, so that's basically how you do those 2 easy ones. Bounty hunting does pay in the long run. I would do them in the order that I just showed you, though, mostly just because of the timing. And I feel like in terms of ease, those are pretty equal. But right there, just in the time of making this less than 20-minute video, I raked in 40 grand, 42, I guess. No, 41. No, I actually did a second ECN too, huh? So I made 51K in a matter of 20 minutes. That's approximately 150K per hour, which is pretty on par with most other things that are out here right now. And if I wasn't making this video and showing you guys how to do things, I probably could have fit in a bounty and kept doing a little bit more. I'm also out of missiles. Missiles are exceptionally helpful for killing those comms probes specifically. Otherwise, just fly back into a home port, dock your ship, refuel, repair. Except check new contracts while you're doing this. You can just always come into your contracts tab and keep checking for these. Looks like we got 2 more ECN alerts. So I'm going to go ahead and accept this one. When you just need to get it before it expires. So I'm going to kind of wait for these to get a little closer, and then I'll accept them. That way I just have as much time as possible to refuel. You can see when we ping it. Orison is such a cool city. But you do have to get relatively close to it, especially when you're flying to it and it's the dark side of the moon, or the planet rather. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you have suggestions, thoughts, things that you want to see next? Look for my mining video that's going to come out soon. And I'll probably do that as a 2-part and show you my preferred ship and way of doing it, which is the Nomad, versus a way to get access to it really early on, which is to rent a Gray Cat Rock and a Cutlass Black. So look for those 2-part videos, and as always, good luck, get out there, and have no shame as you keep on gaming. Talk to you guys soon. Bye for now.